Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Get to Know XYZ. How's your summer going? Wait, it's not officially summer yet, is it? Well, I'm currently on my summer break and the days are all kind of a blur, but time is relative and what really matters is how you spend it, which is why I'm happy that you chose to spend your next few minutes with me. And since I want to make this worth your time, let's get straight to it. To change things up a bit, I decided to introduce you to a female artist this time. Her real name is Margaret Emlyn Peake, but she goes by Emlyn. She's from Nashville, Tennessee, which is in the US, obviously, currently based in Los Angeles, California. A little fun fact about Nashville is that it has a rich musical history, particularly in country music. In 1925, the Grand Ole Opry radio show was launched here, becoming the cornerstone of country music and drawing musicians and fans to the city. Emlyn was raised with a positive attitude towards music, as her dad and brother were both in bands, each playing totally different styles. Knowing all this, it felt quite natural for her to pursue a career in music. Emlyn began writing songs when she was 12 with her father, who was a session drummer and musician. In September 2012, she released an album under the name of Maggie Peake, which can be practically considered her debut album called You're Not Alone, featuring 8 songs. Mind you, she was only 16 at that time. After high school, she attended the New School, which is a university in New York where she studied music and could get in contact with many talented songwriters and artists from New York. One of her favorite artists are Britney Spears and NSYNC, and the artists she draws inspiration from include Taylor Swift, Green Day, Nirvana, AC/DC, or Kelly Clarkson. She worked with a recording artist, Matt Hardkey, with whom she wrote a song called Gold.
It's so complicated, still I know you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are gold.
And a year later, in 2017, she released a song called Boy.
Damn, could have fallen into your hands, but boy, I just can't, boy.
Both were regularly played on Sirius XM The Coffee House, which is a radio station based in New York City, showcasing many big artists like Ed Sheeran, Dermot Kennedy, or Shawn Mendes. In 2019, she released a single, Had Me at Hello.
You had me at hello. You lost me at the moment that you broke me.
Which I couldn't find literally anywhere except for SoundCloud. And if you compare this song to the first ones we heard, it's a completely different vibe. She talked about this song in an interview for the Northern Transmissions magazine, where she said, "I'm really fortunate that my very first release feels so authentic to who I am as an artist and as a human being. So many artists get stuck releasing songs just to chase trends, but this is uniquely me." This was still early in Emlyn's career, and she took important steps to build her artistic identity as an independent singer and songwriter. In 2020, while she didn't release any solo music, she focused on perfecting her songwriting and collaborating with other artists such as Kiara, Stella Cole, Brooke Williams, and Eben. These collaborations helped her shape her sound and prepare for future releases. Her next solo single, Cruel World,
Oh yeah, oh, so innocent. It's a cruel world, isn't it? 'Cause you don't hide talk, but I'm not gonna wait. Oh yeah, oh, so limited. Yeah, you're insignificant lately. It's a cruel world, isn't it, baby?
was released in January 2021, followed by Plotline,
You're not my happy ever after, but you came close to it. I don't need another chapter. I'm most of it.
in July 2021. Both these songs are going straight into my Bad Bitch playlist for sure. I mean, if you're the type who likes to walk down the streets with earbuds in, feeling like the main character, Emlyn is absolutely your kind of artist. In August 2021, she collaborated with We Are Fury, a Canadian electronic music duo, on a song called Remember.
So hold me close, nothing lasts forever. Oh, when I go, will you remember? Will you remember?
And a few weeks later, on August 30th, 2021, she put out her very first EP, Confessions of a Drama Queen. My favorite songs from this EP are definitely Confessions of a Drama Queen,
I'm confessing the drama queen. I get so obsessed when you look at me. I'm not trying to
1,000 Parties,
So I thought you should know that I'd go 1,000 parties and never be sorry if you walk through my door.
and BOMB.
I've had enough of that sad shit. Now it's your turn. You'll be thinking you're past it, but it gets worse. And I'll say thank you, another gone, but I've moved on. That's enough of that sad shit. Baby, now I'm back on my back on my back on my.
In February 2022, she featured on a song by Mothica called Good For Her,
You're only gonna make it worse, 'cause if you're sending away, she's not gonna behave.
and on 10th of June 2022, she released her first full-length album, Loneliest Bitch in America. Upon this release, Emlyn explained in an interview for Wonderland magazine that she writes and creates her music in projects or eras, with each album representing a distinct period in her life. The songs express the emotions she felt during that era, and this era is personally my favorite one. All the songs here are a bop, so I'm gonna name some of the best ones in my humble opinion, like You Make a Woman Wanna,
Oh God, damn, you make a woman wanna murder a man. Summon the psycho in me, don't make a scene, run while you can. God, damn.
Temporary Funeral,
Don't keep the music starting. Better take your seat. Gonna be a quick one since nobody's sorry. No one came to grieve or didn't write a eulogy. Oh, but I wore my best jewelry. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Standing at your temporary funeral.
Loneliest Bitch in America,
Keep coming back and let you spend the night. Can't believe I ever cried. 'Cause when I see you now, I'm like, what the fuck was I the loneliest bitch in America? Yep.
Plan Z,
You're so easy to read. Could write a book on your type, like the dictionary definition of lies. I know you ran out of options, counting down to why. Are you still calling me up at 3? I'm not gonna be a plan Z.
and The Audacity.
Nothing's working, so I've been searching. Where do all these men find the audacity? No, actually, because I think I'm at capacity. Maybe I'm missing, maybe I'm behind. No, really tell me where they find the audacity. No, actually, it's so stunned by your stupidity. 'Cause I've been looking, but I've yet to see. Where do all these men find the audacity?
Emlyn talked about this album in an interview with The Broke magazine where she said, Loneliest Bitch in America is an album where I write my truth. Some of it is moments of angst or aggression, some of it is pure empowerment, other times it's anxiety or the pressure I've put on myself to grow up. All of that is to say, I hope that you'll take the pieces you need and leave the rest. And if you're new to me or my music, I hope you feel a little less alone in any of these emotions as they come. Just a month later, she released another banger of a song called My Best Friend's Ex,
If I saw my best friend's ex, he'd probably end up dead. I would kill my best friend's ex, 'cause best friends don't forget. Yes, I get obsessed, but baby, if you're getting upset, I bet you just haven't met my best friend's ex.
where she steps in to protect her best friend after she managed to escape what was clearly a toxic relationship. And in October 2022, she put out an empowering single, Girl's Girl,
I'm a girl's girl, girl's girl, no. I don't wanna hear how she smashed your phone. I'm a girl's girl, let the whole world know. She could get caught up or burn your clothes. These boys be making me insane. I feel like a saint, saying I'm hating on her in a boy's world. I'm a girl's girl.
This one really makes me feel like I can do anything. You know, girls should stick together through thick and thin, especially in this man's world. As I mentioned earlier, Emlyn likes to craft her albums to reflect new eras in her life, and sometimes you can even see that through her hairstyle. During the Confessions of a Drama Queen era, her hair was pink. For both her second and third major releases, she dyed it blue. So now with the album That's How You Make a Villain, we're entering another blue era. What made this era especially unique is that she didn't drop the album all at once. Instead, she wrote it down in 3 chapters across 2023 and 2024, leading up to the full release that July. This allowed listeners to experience the story over time before the actual album dropped. But before we dive into the album, let's talk about one last single she put out in October 2024, Choke.
Got your girlfriend to call me mommy. Push me up against the wall and she kissed me at the party. Got the Kens all saying hi Barbie. And they wanna take me home, but I tell them I'm sorry. Joke. Fuck you any second I could go. Eeny, meeny, meeny, miny, moe. 'Cause you know the two by the throne. Watch me make him show.
Damn, this track is so intense, it even makes me a little intimidated. But still, one more cool thing to mention is that Emlyn opened for Ava Max during her 2023 tour across Europe. Now let's talk about Emlyn's most recent album called That's How You Make a Villain. She also gave the 3 separate chapters of this album a name. The first chapter is Revenge, then comes Empowerment, and the last chapter is Reclaiming. Some songs that are certainly worth to mention are Oops My Bad,
My bad, when you said you liked it back, I guess I thought you meant just that you like me back. Well, I see it now, how crazy it sounds. Believe in a boy who comes out his mouth, I'm glad I asked. Oops, my bad.
That's How You Make a Villain,
I thought what I'd call a heist. Sold it back and then tripled the price. And my own payroll, but I'm making a killing. Just so you know, that's how you make a villain.
Badder,
Anything you can do, I can do better. Baby, don't act so surprised. Build up your ego and watch it just shatter. Everything that you do don't matter. Anything you can do, I can do better. Baby, don't act so surprised.
and You Problem featuring Cloudy June.
That sounds like a you problem. Commas coming through. Problem getting comfy, playing on the victim, not a change. Ooh, got him now. You're in my shoes. Problem breaking hearts and pointing fingers, but your only true problem is the you problem.
The genre of this album is alt pop or alternative pop with elements of darker, more atmospheric pop. That's How You Make a Villain was Emlyn's most recent release. However, according to the Genius website, she might be dropping an EP this year titled E3 Star. Yeah, it is a pretty intriguing name. Hopefully it will make more sense when it actually comes out. And that is all for this episode. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm already looking forward to working on the next one, even though this episode was a total nightmare to record because I came home for summer and I never realized how noisy our neighborhood actually is. Like, I had 20 mental breakdowns making this. Anyways, I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I'll try my best to release the next episode in no time. Bye!